season. Marshall had a career day against Wyoming earlier this year with career highs of points 7, rebounds 6, and minutes 21. Another highlight was his buzzer-beating three-pointer Air Force to close out the first half and give Wyoming an 11-point lead at halftime. More explosive play and large role in the Cowboys' 4-overtime thriller versus Fresno State earlier this season. Going perfect 6-for-6 from free throw line in the overtimes, he's majoring in social sciences and will graduate this May. Joining the floor today by McManamen, Doug Marcus, cousin Kevin Paul, and girlfriend Jordan Edmonds. Cowboy fans, number 25, Morris Marshall. Number 23, Jason McManamen. McManamen, native of Torrington, Wyoming, and one of 5 games to everywhere down the goal. With 2 3-pointers on Tuesday at CSU, he became the Cowboys' all-time leader in 3-pointers with 194. He's appeared in 115 games in his career, ranking 17th all-time at UW, including 96 straight games as well as starting 61 straight. With 962 points in his career, Jason ranked 7th all-time amongst Wyoming natives. This season he scored a career-high 30 in a 4-overtime win over Fresno State. Over the past 2 seasons, he's connected on 162 three-pointers, with 70 this season and 92 a year ago, ranking 3rd in single-season school history. A team of the Cowboys bench during the 2014-15 Mountain West Championship, he hit clutch free throws, 3-pointers that sealed a win over Colorado State in Moby Arena, and a shot clock beating 3-pointer against Boise State in overtime to help send the Cowboys to the championship game. He graduated in 2016 with a degree in management and is working on his second bachelor's in marketing. He's joined on the floor today by his parents, Mike and Amy, his brother Ryan, his sister Danielle, his grandparents, Marilyn and Butch Plump, along with his girlfriend, Josie Bodish. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Jason McManamen.
Congratulations. A great way to get things started. Last game in the Double-A, so what was the difference? It seemed like it was not a lot of energy. Cody, you hit a couple shots and got a rebound late. Was maybe that the spark that kind of put you guys over the top in this one?
Yeah, I think, I mean, that might have been like a little spark late in the second half, but I just think we needed a little bit to get something going in the first half because we came out a little slow. I think everybody realized that. I mean, we were doing well defensively. We were just turning the ball over. So then come second half, coach really got on us a little bit, telling us about how this is the first round of our tournament, so we can't waste it. So we really had to get things going in the second half.
So they really emphasized kind of what was on the line today with that 7th seed being there for the taking.
Yeah, I mean we wanted. I mean regardless, we wanted to win today. Get on get a little streak going. Start playing our best basketball at the right time of year.
Jason, what kind of spark? I mean, a lot of guys made a lot of plays, but I thought Cody's that sequence there when he made the 3, got a big defensive rebound, and then hit some free throws. That was a pretty big sequence. Just how big did you think that was?
I mean that was big for us. Cody was great tonight. Big 3, big free throws. It's just the energy off the bench that we have, consistently have this year with that. Our bench has been great. When the starters, you need a break, whatever. When we need a spark, our bench has been great for us.
Is that tough, Cody, not playing the last game, or are you used to just being ready as soon as they put you out there?
I trusted this process. I trust coach. So regardless of how many minutes I get each game, I'm just going to take advantage of it when I am out on the court. Like we always say, these guys are seniors, so we don't have much time left, and the ball stopped bouncing eventually. So I got to take advantage of it while I can.
Warren, to meet your first start. I know you're excited. It looked like you took kind of a hard fall there. When you went out, did you get hurt? And what was it like? It wasn't much. You weren't out there long, but what was that like?
It was great. Very emotional. I feel like maybe emotion probably got the best of me in the start because today was a real big day for me and Jason. So, but it felt great just to be out there. Near the fans, just feeling love. It was great.
Are you okay? Could you have gone in again? Are you okay after that? Well, you look like you were shaking up pretty good.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
What was it that you hit on that fall?
I just landed wrong and my knee just locked up on me and just terrible.
Seemed like a pretty crazy first half there with both teams turning the ball over a whole lot. Was it tough to get in, kind of settle down at any point there?
For me at least, there was just a lot of emotion going through me. Started the game, and both teams were it was just a little sloppy, especially in the first half with turnovers and missing shots. And I feel like especially in the second half, when we settled down a little bit, started getting stops and rebounds, started to pull away a little bit.
Clark and Wellich got their points, but it seemed like you didn't do a bad job against them, but the other guys, no one else really hurt you. Was that something going in that you would have taken that if those guys got theirs fine, but not the other guys? Was that kind of the defensive game plan going in?
We know that 2 of their top players, and we wanted to make it, make them take tough shots, make them earn their points, and they made some tough ones. There was times where we had lapses on defense where we could have took away open 3 or not gave it Clark an offensive rebound, or these things we can always be better at.
I know you've talked a lot about trying to put 40 minutes together, but do you still feel like you have a little bit of momentum going into the tournament, winning 2 of the last 3 here?
Of course, man. I think this is a huge game for us. Regardless of how we played in between, win's a win. So just going into the tournament, this was our first round. So now to us, we're going into the second round. We started today because we wanted that 7th seed and we got it. So now we're going into Vegas with confidence and we're ready to play.
I think personally, it's just a momentum thing. You never want to go into a tournament with a loss.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like being that we were able to pull off at the end, we figured something out. So it's momentum. So hopefully we can just build off that and then put together that 40 minutes in the tournament. So.
Jason, I know you talked afterwards to the crowd, but has it sunk in at all that after 5 years that was the last regular season game for you?
Yeah, I don't know if it's fully hit me yet. It's crazy. I've been here a long time. Being a kid in small town Wyoming, I always wanted to be a Pope, and I got to live my dream. And I had a lot of people help me do that along the way. I was very thankful for this opportunity that I had, and I loved every second of it.
Obviously, happy to come out on the right end, and in a game that decided, the 7th seed versus the 9th seed, to come away with that victory against a very tough team. On senior night, for 2 guys that have contributed to the program in separate ways. You know, I love Morris to death. Tremendous kid, one of our best cheerleaders, one of our best guys to help in a sense of motivating, but just, you know, injuries, you know, kind of stopped him from probably being on the floor as much as he could have over his career. And then obviously Jason, being a Wyoming kid and going down as the all-time three-point shot made leader. I think that was special, and was excited, you know, about, you know, the crowd showing up and showing respect for those two guys. But we were happy, you know, at the end of the day, like I told our guys, you know, we understand it's senior night, but we still had work to do. We're not going out just expecting to win just because it's senior night, but we have to go out and play to win. And I thought we did a better job of that in the second half.
Coach, I know the guys were saying this was kind of like the first part of the tournament, even though the tournament starts next week. Is that kind of the mindset you and the staff are trying to instill to get that 7 seed, kind of have a tournament mentality with this one?
Well, that's what the staff and I relayed to our guys. Because, you know, obviously at the end of the day, you play the season to do your best, and you know, we had goals that we probably didn't reach as a team, but we had to do the next best thing. And there was an opportunity to play for the 7th, and we took care of our job of, you know, securing the 7th spot. But in our minds, yes, we had already, you know, treated it as this is our first game for the tournament.
The first half, it seemed like neither team could hold on to the ball. Was it, you know, frustrating? Was it just a lot of emotion, or what was kind of contributing to the messy first half?
Well, I just told them, you know, we had to mature as a group, and I think, you know, before the game, I complimented them on being able to take care of the ball, and it's a group that probably doesn't handle that type of praise well, because we went out there and was very careless with the basketball. Reverted back to some things. You know, I wouldn't, you know, again, I'm always okay if it's an assertive move and you turn the ball over, but we were throwing it with one hand. We were making passes that wasn't even close to being open, which again probably could have led back to some emotion, because I was been a part of senior night, and you think that night is just supposed to be fun, and the other team is supposed to just not play or lay down. But again, Coach Wojcik, you know, has a feisty group, and they came in here to win the basketball game.
Which I know, you know, a lot made about J-Mac, but another Wyoming kid, I thought Cody Kelley was a big spark, especially kind of late. You had the lead, but I think he made a 3, got a rebound or steal, and then hit some free throws that really kind of spread out. I thought he was a pretty big spark tonight, especially in the second half.
I actually thought he was. And this is a special part about Cody, because he's a fighter, and his minutes have kind of went up and down, because Lieberman has obviously have been playing well. And not to say that Lieberman played bad tonight. It's just, you know, I called Cody number tonight, and I thought he had a really good first half. So I came back to him in the second half, and I thought he really helped us tonight. Not only with the 3-point shot, the free throws, but even that layup at the end I thought was huge. But even more so, defending and then just being able to run our team. I thought he had a complete game tonight, and that really helped us.
You mentioned maybe there were some goals you didn't reach, but just kind of looking back on this conference season as a whole, obviously you entered with pretty good momentum from non-conference. How do you kind of evaluate that now that it's over?
Well, this is what I told the guys. To be honest with you, I said probably with the outside perception, you know, we've exceeded it. Obviously, with being picked preseason to finish 10th or 11th or whatever it was. But inside our room, we felt like we were better. We were capable of finishing higher, and a lot of the things that stopped it from happening probably was self-inflicted. But at the same time, this was a group that just, you know, needed to grow too. You know, it's not easy losing a guy like Josh Adams, and your surrounding group or the core group not really being put in that position quite a bit to play basketball outside of Jason. So we had we had to move on, to be honest with you. So that's what that whole let's start the Mountain West tournament was about, and finishing 7th, to now just give ourselves the best chance going forward, you know, playing against the 10th seed, you know. So again, outside expectation, we probably exceeded it, but inside the locker room, we probably came up a little short.
Do you like where this team's at now as you head into the tournament? And again, just got to prepare. I'm sure there's a lot of things to get ready for, but do you like where this team is at right now going into the tournament?
Yeah, if you would have asked me that at halftime, probably no. Because I really got on to him about, you know, just growth, man. We have to grow. And I thought the first half was just, again, immaturity because of it being senior night and expecting something versus going to play and take something. But, you know, I'm excited about our chances here at the Mountain West tournament. And, you know, I think we're playing good basketball. We're not playing great, but we're playing good. And I think good can make some noise. Great could win it.
You know, I know you mentioned Mo, he left early with is it a knee? He said a knee. I mean, do you have any idea of his status?
I had no idea because I had him to start the second half as well. And then when I came down, Coach Shai had said he was in the locker room with Lance, our trainer. So we started JJ. And then maybe halfway through the game, Coach Pahol whispered in my ear and said, you know, Mo is done. And I said, well, what happened? And he said, I don't know. And I just saw him walking he just said something about it. Yeah, his knee had buckled or whatever. But again, that's kind of what he's been dealing with, man. So you kind of feel sorry, but at the same time, you know, he got a big smile on his face. You know, at the end of the day, he's happy. You know, most people would be sad because it would be more about them, but he was happy. Obviously, his family was here, and we came away with the win, and that's the type of kid he is.
Who'd you rather see as that 10 seed?
Well, you know, I told our guys, to be honest with you, I don't fear anybody in this league, you know. And I'm not one of those coaches that say, well, I'd rather play this team or that team. You know, we let the chips fall where they may. I'm with our guys that, you know, a team should not want to see us, you know. So whatever happens, and we'll be prepared to play whoever.